I have proof suggesting that the Wild Hunt is a vast accumulation of the power. Strange that mages aren't interested.
To the mere mortal, anything that is not immediately comprehensible is suspect, a product of a conspiracy. And where there's a conspiracy, well, it's obvious mages must have hatched it.
I'm a mortal, though probably not a mere one. I found the notes of a man who spent his entire life.
Try the apothecary. Paranormal phenomena apparently interest him. Perhaps he'll satisfy your thirst.
I don't know why you don't want to help me, but I just might find out. I found the notes of Morton Collis. He was a scholar, focused on studying the Wild Hunt.
You don't say. Interesting. What's he got in there?
The Wild Hunt moves along orthogonal trajectories that accord with... Shh. You asleep, Dandelion?
Sorry, but when I hear words like trajectories, yada yada something, my eyelids just turn to lead. We can talk about poetry. Scholarship? I don't know. Talk to someone who cares.
I'm looking for information about the Wild Hunt.
Odd, mysterious phenomena fascinate me as well.
You must know a lot more than I do.
Unconnected trivia. You should look into Morton Collis. He researched the hunt, devoted his life to it. His notes would be invaluable, the details we would find.
I found some writings by Morton Collis.
I wouldn't mind comparing notes with you. Him.
He doesn't cite many documented facts. Mentions a lot of myths and legends, though.
Very true. Where shall we start?
First and foremost, Collis looked into the hunt's movement, its direction.
The Wild Hunt moves from north to south, always. Never in the opposite direction. That is known.
That's what I remember. And Collis confirms it. I just don't understand why that is.
By virtue of its trajectory, the cavalcade slips into our world at the North Pole. Thus it has no way to go but south.
According to the notes, the hunt's arrival can be predicted by observing the Orcan Nebula.
Solar eclipses affect how frequently it appears, whereas it invariably makes its advent on the winter solstice, though not every year.
Collis calculated that the hunt appears in those years when the nebula is in the eastern sky. When I trailed the hunt, I passed through many abandoned villages on my way.
The Wild Hunt kidnaps youths.
Why?
It may need workers, warriors, or meat.
Collis seems to favor the slave theory. Most mages refuse to discuss it.
It's an awkward topic. Since the Council and Conclave banned the use of mind spells, it has almost been taboo to speak of the Wild Hunt.
Think there's a connection between the retinue and mental spells?
Both seem to addle the brain. All who have dealt with the hunt seem mentally unstable. Many have gone mad. Others have experienced amnesia. The spectres emit a magnetic field that distorts perception, impedes brain functions.
They say the hunt's appearance is an omen of war.
That's pure coincidence. The hunt arrives in the winter, and most campaigns begin in spring.
Let's summarize.
Through his observations and by calculating the retinue's trajectory of movement, Collis formulated two equivalent conclusions. The first states that the Wild Hunt are knights who perished in different worlds and have assembled as a cavalcade of vengeance. His second hypothesis is that some unknown and powerful force multiplies the spectres, whose task it is to move between worlds and capture slaves. Both theories seem probable.
If an encounter with the hunt and its magnetic field addles the mind, then a second encounter should reverse those effects.
Indeed, someone who lost their sanity or memory to the wild hunt could be healed upon meeting the cavalcade again. But that is pure speculation. Anyone who succeeded in escaping the Wraith's grasp would rather perish than see them again.
So the wild hunt could cause you to lose your memory, but it could also help you get it back.
Might you know something I don't?
I have amnesia, but for some time now memories have been coming back.
Do you recall when this began?
Right after I killed a certain spectre, the king of the wild hunt. Godspeed.
Good luck with whatever it is you do.
Bit scared of going against the sea. The enemy have fed you there.
King Henselt awaits you, Witcher.
At last. Have you got Sabrina's spear?
Not only that, I've got all 3 artifacts.
You won't regret it. Let's do some magic.
She died here.
And piston shat as she did.
Evil place. You can feel it in the air. Those candles don't help any either.
They've gone mad. Someone said the bitch died a martyr and now the common folk burn candles for her.
I have to observe this place from a distance.
During the execution, I was on that hill. I'll show you.
Scary place. I hope this won't take long.
Flat area. That's good.
Are you concerned for your feet?
Your Majesty, you need to draw runic protective signs around the stake.
Magic signs are the domain of witches, not kings. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's important that you draw the circle yourself, Your Majesty.
Important for whom?
It was your death Sabrina foretold, so who do you think?
All right. Tell me what we do.
To lift the curse, we have to reenact the events from 3 years ago.
How do you wish to do that if half of those involved lie rotten with the worms?
It's about the energy of that time. The energy of the woman who cast the curse, combined with the energy of its victim. When you get the runic signs right, Sabrina's ghost will appear.
Bring the bitch to life. It'll be a pleasure to put my spear in her.
Remember to stab her in exactly the same spot as that soldier did, but earlier this time, before the sorceress completes the curse.
I'll look for the hole. But how am I to know when?
When you realize that the curse concerns you. But be ready, she may use a different name.
Is that all?
For you. Then I take over. Spectres might appear during the exorcism.
Might or will?
It depends on Sabrina's aura in the spirit world.
I'll wager ghosts loathe the cunt. Let's get it over with. Tell me what I am to draw.
You have to go down there, Your Majesty.
What about you?
I'll guide you. I have a good view from up here. Pour the powder towards the petrified bread loaf, Your Majesty. Head towards the black candles, Your Majesty. Now go towards the goat skull, Your Majesty. Now towards the burnt tree. Find the raven's corpse, Your Majesty. Now spread the powder and head for the stone bowl. Go towards the pixie ring, Your Majesty. Sire, form a large, even circle at a good distance from the pyre.
It's turned out beautifully. Pity the wind will soon scatter it.
The evil power of the curse came from the fire. Fire's a hard element to tame, and this one had added potency. It consumed the body of the one casting the curse.
Enough of these phantasmagoria, as Deathmold puts it. Look at my boots.
Stay in the circle, Your Majesty.
The powder reeks of dwarven dung.
Scary place. I hope this won't take long.
Begun. You have some brave soldiers, Your Majesty.
They're scared of ghosts, as we all are. Curses, there's hundreds of them!
Calm down, Your Majesty. We're protected by the magic runes. The ghosts won't get past the barrier.
I'm not afraid of people, but those plowing creatures have begun to bother me.
You're safe if you stay within the runes.
What should I do?
When the sorceress calls your name, you have to show mercy and end her suffering with the spear. You've broken the circle. Spectres could get through.
What shall we do?
I'll take care of them. You finish the exorcism, Your Majesty.
Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire! Let it be so by blood and fire! Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood! Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold! Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules! By the wind and power of fire devouring air, by the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled! You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate! Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire! Let it be so by blood and fire! Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood! Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold! Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules! And the power of fire devouring air, by the charred bones of the innocent, let the prophecy be fulfilled! You will die in accordance with my prophecy. You cannot escape your fate! Curse you, Henselt! By blood and fire! Let it be so by blood and fire! Let the shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a trail of blood! Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales turned by magic into square pieces of gold! Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules!
Now, Your Majesty! Damn it!
Are you sure?
All I can say for sure is that a dwarf can pass between a troll's legs, even on tiptoe. But I think it went well.
Good, for me and for you. But all the worse for Edern.
You owe your freedom from the curse to Saskia's generosity. You should send a delegation to thank her, Your Majesty.
I'll thank her in person once you disperse the fog of spectres from the battlefield.
That'll be much harder.
I have faith in you, and faith can move mountains.
Funny you say that. I need an artifact symbolizing faith.
Yes, Deathmold told me. I'll give you the medallion. First, I must have a drink. Come to my tent. I'll roll out my best wine. You deserve it!
I know that face.
I'm glad you're here. A messenger from Redania arrived this morning. Read.
The King of Redania, Radovid V, son of Vizima and Hedvig from Malior, the heir...
Get to the point.
The point is, it's not true that after the death of King Foltest, Temeria will be inherited. In truth, Foltest left a lawful heir.
Who is this heir?
Due to the tragic death of Prince Busi, his sister Anais will inherit the Temerian crown.
Witcher, you fought in the battles for the Lavalettes fortress. Tell me, how old is this princess?
She's too young to rule.
Remind me, who's her mother?
She is the king's daughter. Foltest wanted to recognize her as his own.
The Foltest I remember would never do that. If you counted all the bastards I begat, I could fill all the thrones of the north. What the hell's going on? Guards!
Who are they?
They wanted to kill me. Me! Ha! The scum. Witcher, we must talk. Deathmold said you needed this medallion. You saved my life, and I'm not nearly as ungrateful as some might say. You'll receive the pendant in due time.
Pity none could be taken alive.
Don't fret, Tanzaville. There are ways to make a dead man speak.
I know those methods. Necromancy is forbidden.
In the absence of the Council and the Conclave, it's hard to know what is forbidden. What would you say, Your Majesty?
I want to know everything. Plow that corpse if you have to. Do anything it takes.
Necromancy, Your Majesty, is a branch of magic.
I don't care. Do as you're told.
Count me out.
As the common folk say, be at ease, the woman's gone. I'll need your help, Witcher. You know where to find me.
It's never ending. I'm the bloody king, but she mumps and sulks like some common servant was trying to grope her.
Not every sorcerer is like Deathmold. Many don't like messing with corpses.
As long as she's in my camp, she'll do as I say. Go. Deathmold is probably biting his nails in anticipation.
I'm a bit scared of going against the Saint. The enemy have fed you their propaganda.